All right, we're back. This is another article from The Guardian in Portland by Mr. Wilson. This happened the other night. I haven't really gotten to talk much about Antifa and the groups like that, but I thought this was a pretty important one. This one is a Portland activist killed in a hit and run. The city's anti-fascist group says the death of Sean D. Keller, 23, was not related to fascist activity, and the police does not specify a motive. So at least they're not jumping to that conclusion. That's a pretty big deal if they were to believe that. Obviously, there's been an escalation of violence in many ways, just on both sides, whether you agree with these guys or not. So I really hope that doesn't go where it could go. But I want you guys to just listen, and then at the end of the article, just post below what you think about possible things that could have happened. Because really, to me, this sounds like a whole big accident. But man, if it's not, it could be a big deal. It could be really bad. So let's read. A Portland anti-fascist activist was killed in the early hours of Saturday in an apparent hit and run near Cider Riot, a cidery and tap room popular with the city's anarchist left, and has been the scene of conflict between them and right-wing groups. According to the Portland Police Bureau, the car involved was fired upon and then crashed into a nearby building. Its occupants fled the scene. The police said in a statement that the 23-year-old victim, Sean D. Keller, was taken to the local hospital by associates. The Multnomah, Portland, come on, County Medical Examiner determined the cause of death to be homicide caused by blunt force trauma. Police said homicide detectives would investigate and called on witnesses to come forward. The victim was a prominent participant in anti-fascist and anti-Trump protests in Portland, speaking and marching in opposition to events held by right-wing groups. His activities occasionally attracted attention of right-wing bloggers and social media personalities. Rose City Antifa, the city's longest-standing anti-fascist group, said in a tweet addressing his death that it was not related to anti-fascist activity. Police does not specify a motive. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler and the Oregon Democratic Party said outside whose building the incident happened, because apparently it did hit the Democratic Party's building, which is only like, I think I heard it was like a block away or something. It wasn't far. So 6 men, including the Patriot Prayer leader Joey Gibson, are awaiting trial for charges for a Cedar riot that happened in front of the building. Anyway, that's essentially the article. Now, the thing about this article is there have been a lot of hit and runs just in, especially in Europe. I don't know why that's a thing. Maybe it's because they don't have guns. They can't. They don't have a way to shoot whoever they want to shoot or whatever. Not that I'm encouraging people to get guns. Guns are bad, kids. I guess don't do that. But it hasn't really been something here in the U.S. We had one thing in I think it was North Carolina. A guy ran into a crowd, but we really haven't had that epidemic here. So it's kind of weird that would happen. That we would think that would be the case. I mean, I live in Louisiana, and this kind of thing happens every night in New Orleans. Some drunk guy driving past another bar, either almost or hits someone, and they run into a building, and they're like, "Oh crap," and they drive off. That seems a lot like what this is. These is a pretty rowdy group of young guys who are probably in the street talking crap, hanging out there drinking. Dude is standing in the middle of the road, flips him a finger or something like that, being, Mr. Crazy Anarchist, Anti-Fascist man, and got hit because he was being an idiot. And I hate to talk bad about the dead, but when you're a young kid like that, that's just stuff that happens. I've had it happen to friends. I know people that it's happened to. You act like an idiot, you get hit by accident, and the person drives off. If he had friends who were expecting, this guy was a pretty prominent leader of the group. He may have had friends who had guns on them. They saw him get hit. The driver gets shot at. He's drunk and now driving, getting shot at, hits the building. And from the looks of the building, I don't know if they have pictures on this video or article. They don't. But the video looked like a brick building. I'm not. Don't quote me on that. So if it did get hit, it's probably not super damaged or something. Why if it was a big glass window building and this guy was a let's say like a some kind of right wing group activist or something, and he was trying to kill him and then hit the Democrat building, you wouldn't go running your SUV into a building made of brick. It's just not gonna end well for you. It may have, if it was glass, that might be a different story or something. But no, what it seems like is this guy was in the road, got hit, they shot at him, and he crashed into their building. Probably under some kind of influence of either drinking or drugs. It's just the way this kind of stuff happens. But you never know. And when more details come out, I'll do a follow-up if that happens, and we will see. I'm really hoping that's not the case, because the escalation of violence between groups like this is a big deal. And recently, I haven't been following it as much, but it seems like the tensions have kind of died down in terms of big stuff happening. Maybe I'm not as involved in that as I used to be. I used to follow all that information, and I'm trying to now. I'm trying to get these videos to you guys, because I know a lot of people are interested in that. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to follow up on this if I can, and see if we get any more information, because like I said, it's entirely speculation. I've seen other videos of people making a big deal out of this and saying like, oh, it's World War II and it's going to be a civil war because some Portland activist got hit with a car. Like, he's a 23-year-old drinking in the middle of the road. Like, come on, man. It happens. All right, man. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Thank you. My name is Gavin Lee, and this is my channel, LeeCast. Thanks for watching. I put out videos most days on current events, politics, and more. Please subscribe and give me advice on more of what you'd like to see, and help me build this channel into not only a source for all things political and current for you, but also a place less polarized by political insanity, a whole lot more common sense and discussion, and a lot less two-party bias. Subscribe below and comment on what you'd like to see. Thank you.